Hello, I'm Eric Horwitz. I'm an 8-figure entrepreneur. I run a service-based company that takes me 8 hours a month to manage. And I'm also a business consultant with Win with Eric Consulting, helping entrepreneurs scale their companies with one-on-one coaching. I free up 20 hours of your life as an entrepreneur, which is worth a lot of money, in just 90 days. Click the link below, winwinwitheric.com. We are now at a fun video where I'm going to talk about something that I get asked about a bunch, which is, okay, Eric, you keep talking about 8 figures and you only work 8 hours a month. What are those 8 hours? What are you doing? How is it dialed in? I'm going to go over that, but first I'm going to say this. It wasn't always 8 hours a month. It is now, but there are elements of this lifestyle, this business setup, that took time to build. But here it is right now. I'm going to show you the beauty of it, and then for every client that I work with, we can dial in how to free up that time, because that's what everybody really wants. They're working 20, 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 50, 60, 70, 80-hour weeks, including weekends. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So right now, here's how it works. So I'm going to break it down to the first 4 hours of that period. And this is a one-on-one Zoom, most of the time, 2-hour meeting with the president of my company. My company, again, is Lipton Richmond. We teach cooking classes to kids in the United States, after school summer programming, teaching 290 instructors, 18,000 kids a week, lots of happy schools and clients. The same page meeting is a structured meeting in which me and the president, who you can see in other videos, her name's Slava, we go over a couple key points, which is including, we start with business wins from the past 2 weeks. We go into the scorecard, which is what are the KPIs that matter the most to me and the company that I need to look at regularly. Because the same page meeting happens twice a month, every 2 weeks, one of those meetings is the monthly check-in. We look at the monthly P&L together, we look at the monthly stats, and we also look at the quarterly rocks, those 90-day projects that have to happen. Sometimes we deep dive the quarterly rocks, but oftentimes it's just a quick glance at it. In that same meeting, the majority of the meeting, we also have to do a lot of like tax things, we have to do compliance things, I have to sign documents. We just save everything for that same page meeting. And after that, the majority of that meeting is called issue processing. These are the problems, issues, questions, concerns that she has, that I have, that could wait until the next same page meeting. Now, if anything outside of the same page meeting needs to be addressed, talking to me, of course, we chat, we have phone calls, we schedule times as needed. But typically, it's just that meeting is where we deep dive anything that needs to happen. Again, 2-hour meetings, that's 4 hours of the 8, okay? The next 2-hour segment, technically 90 minutes, which is the leadership meeting. That leadership meeting, which has the president, sales director, ops director, HR director, and accounts director. That meeting happens once a week for 90 minutes. Once a month, I come in. I kind of like it because it's an opportunity for me to connect with the leadership team, with those people that I know and they know me. And they say that I bring a different energy because I see things differently. I see things from a higher perspective. And it's just fun. It only takes 90 minutes. I say that takes 2 hours because there's prep and time afterwards. But that leadership meeting, I don't have to do too much. The president runs it, and then I'm there to help with the issue processing and all that. Plus, sometimes I learn things that I didn't know about before that maybe are important for me. That leadership meeting follows a 90-minute structure similar to all my other meetings: business wins, scorecard, customer employee headlines, upcoming proposals and sales, HR questions, client issues, and then of course the issue processing. And we end every meeting reflecting on the meeting, rating it 1 through 10. I'm gonna do a whole video just on meetings, and I probably will. Now we're at 6 hours. So the other 1 hour I would call is a finance meeting. So every month, it doesn't take more than an hour, me, the president, and the CFO, fractional CFO that I talked about in my other videos, we meet to talk about the P&L, COGS, ops, profit, revenue, accounts receivable, anything in the finance world that is just more important for the three of us to talk about. look, this meeting is actually, my CFO is here in Dubai, so we can do it in person, we can do it remote. And in that meeting, I'm just nailing into the QuickBooks or Xero or whatever program that you guys use to track all this stuff. We go in and I say, hey, why is this percentage this? Why is this that? And I just try to just review it. And if you do this every month, things get cleaned up, things get smooth, and they're easy to understand. I also always look at my P&Ls, not the dashboard on the Google Sheets. I look at that. I also look at the P&Ls, because even recently, we had an issue where my spider sense was like, look, this P&L and these dashboard numbers, something's off. We had to go into the P&L, fix a bunch of things, instruct the CFO and their bookkeeping team on what to do, and clean it up. Now, and actually, if you book a meeting with me, I'll probably even show you my P&L just to show you like how I have it dialed in. Often, like, this took me so long to dial in that I love it. I look at my P&L, I'm like, okay, cool. It's smooth, the numbers are good, and I can see it every month. Again, I look at the 1 month and the trailing 12 months. That's 1 hour of my life, a month, and the final hour is just whatever. A little bit of emails, a little bit of Slack, a little bit of notarizing, when I have to sign a document in America, but I'm abroad. Just things that I have to do. Sometimes there's an occasional meeting, but those 8 hours is what it takes to run my company. In fact, I've taken a full month off of work, and it's not that hard for me to do at this point. If I wanted to, I could do the leadership meeting another time. I can do a same page meeting another time. There's a lot of freedom. Now, that's my 8 hours. Again, 4 hours same page meetings, 2 2-hour meetings, the 2-hour once a month leadership meeting with the whole team, leadership team, 1 hour with the CFO, finance meeting, and then 1 hour, a little bit of email, Slack, quick calls, whatever. 8 hours. Let's talk about a couple things that I haven't delegated that you probably will never get fully delegated. One are anything high level when it comes to compliance, business license, even legal elements, tax elements that are just very, very high level that I can delegate the work, but I have to do. Also, sometimes there are HR issues I have to help solve. When you have a big team, things happen. We sometimes have to fire somebody if there's an issue with attitude or behavior, or just somebody not performing. I'm happy to help with that and provide assistance as needed. But other than that, it's pretty good. I don't have a whole lot of things coming up my way because remember, all questions first go to the teams, the directors of the ops, sales, whatever. Then it goes to the president, and then that comes to me. My phone doesn't ring, to be honest. It's just, texting a little bit here and there. But with all those departments kind of dialed in, I have a lot of free time. That's why I can do things like make this content, help you guys out. That's it. 8 hours a month, 8-figure company. If you want that, if you want one-on-one help, one-on-one consulting with me, winwinwitheric.com, and book a meeting. I'm going to show you how you can save 20 hours a week in just the first 90 days, freeing up more time, freeing up more cash, and just freeing up more peace of mind. So, thanks for watching.